Let's find the equation of the line that yields the given points, 3, 4, and -3, -6. Okay, remember we're given an x and a y value. We're given an x and a y value. So if we're trying to find the equation of a line, we need to start by thinking about our y equals mx plus b, right? Y equals mx plus b, the slope-intercept equation of a line. Okay, and so we need to find m and b, right? That's our main goals here. So first we'll start off by finding m. Remember, we have a formula for that. y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1, right? We subtract the y values, we subtract the x values, we put the difference in the y's over the difference in the x's. Okay, and so let's use this formula. And I'm going to go and label these. So this is my first x and my first y. This is my second x and my second y. Now, it doesn't matter which one you decide are your first and your seconds, right? But as long as you don't mix them, right? So you don't say this is your first and this is your second, right? Keep your ones together and your twos together. Okay, so y2 is -6. y1 is 4. x2 is -3. x1 is +3. -4 minus 6 is -10. -3 minus 3 is -6. Negative over negative is positive, so those will cancel. And 10 over 6 can be simplified to 5/3. Okay, so we have m. Okay, the second step here would be to find b. Now here we'll use one of these points up here, right? We'll use one of these points, we'll use the slope that we found, and we'll use the slope-intercept form of the equation. Okay, so y equals mx plus b. Pick one of these points, because remember, the ordered pair is telling you that these two values, the x and the y value, they're tied together in some way. Okay, we want to figure out the equation that ties them together. Same is true for these two, right? So let's use one of those points so we can figure out the equation that does this. Okay, y equals mx plus b. Well, y in this ordered pair is 4 equals m is 5/3 times x in that ordered pair is a 3 plus b. Notice we have an equation now with only one unknown. So we can solve for that b value. Okay, so 5/3 times 3. Remember, if you have a number on the bottom of a fraction, you're dividing by that number. So you can either say 5 divided by 3, then times 3, or you can do 3 divided by 3, and that answer times 5. In this case, 3 divided by 3 is 1. 5 times 1 is 5. So we end up with 4 equals 5 plus b. Subtract 5 from both sides. 4 minus 5 is -1. So we have b is -1. Okay, we found m, we found b. So we can put it all together. Y equals 5/3 x minus 1, right? Plus -1. Okay, so that's the equation in slope-intercept form. Now, what if we want to write that in standard form? Okay, so what we'll do is we'll take y equals 5/3 x minus 1 and convert it over. So y equals 5/3 x minus 1. To convert it to standard form, remember standard form is ax plus by equals c, where a, b, and c are integers. Okay, in other words, positive and negative whole numbers. Okay, so to convert this, I'm going to eliminate the fraction first, since I can't have fractions in standard form. I have a 3 on the denominator, so I'm going to multiply each term by 3. Let me put the minus sign right there. Okay, and then I'll multiply each term by 3. Now, 3 times y is just 3y. 3 times 5/3, we've done this already. The 3's would cancel and leave me with 1 times 5x, or just 5x. And then 3 times 1 is 3. So 3y equals 5x minus 3. Now the second part of standard form is this x has to be first, right? The very, very first term. Then it's the y term, and then it's equals the constant term. Okay, so I need to remove that 5x term from the right side and move it over to the left side. So I'll subtract 5x from both sides. Now these are not like terms, so I can't do 3 minus 5. I'll keep them separate with the x term first. Negative 5x. This is a positive 3y, so plus 3y equals negative 3. So there we go. That's the equation of the line in standard form.